This is a story about a guy named Sean and his bizarre apartment. Starring Tony Saucy J. Marchetta as Sean Russo, Kenneth St. Michael St. Dickinson Carter III as Jim Donovan, Ben, Please Forgive Me, Universal Studios, and Let Me Work for You Again, Wheeler, as Jack Morrow, and introducing Mariel, I don't have a nickname, stop asking me, Marchetta as Control. Sean Russo's Bizarre Apartment.
John Russo was a normal guy looking for an apartment, me oh my. And then he found a cheapo place. The price just knocked him on his face. But he had two roommates, his rooms a share, and they're almost more than he can bear. We have Jack, who's studying chemical fire. Let's hope the apartment doesn't become his pyre. Here is Jim, who's seen some medical horrors, and his patients all leave a kidney poor. There's Control, whose mother owns the place. She just wants it to stay in one piece. Now Sean's in for a 1-year lease, and Control's ignoring his pleas. Here's hoping he can stay alive, and into this bizarre adventure we dive.
Oh, hey, that's me. You're probably wondering what I'm doing, and the answer is that my damn fool roommates have, haha, done something to the lock again. Man, if this wasn't the cheapest place in the city, I don't know what I'd do. Here I am, handsome devil, fresh from the hell job I need to pay for all this while I train for my real estate license exams. I don't know why Jim is in the hall, but Jack is in the kitchen, but I am about to find out. Man, what a day. The boss has really been busting my balls. I'm just an orca tank squeegee boy. I can't be expected to do orca dentistry. I need to think of a way to get back at him. What are you guys doing? Please tell me this won't end in a trip to the hospital.
You and your wacky jobs. Quiet down, I'm trying to make solid oxygen.
That sounds bad. That's Jack. He's a chemistry student of some kind, and I'm told he's the best, but, well, let's just say this might not be the first apartment building he's inhabited, if you get me. He just has tons of family problems. He keeps to himself mostly, except when there's an experiment going on. Then I have to watch out.
Its hate turned to ice. It does not want to exist. It also wants to kill everything around it, like my dad. But no, as long as it isn't touching anything more energy than your mom during her soaps, we'll be fine. Not that anyone is touching your mom.
Did anyone hear? Jim, what's your bone in this?
I haven't worked with third-degree burns yet. And speaking of bones, I might even see fourth-degree burns. I think I'm outside the blast radius.
You're in the hall.
It'll light on fire, dingus.
What is an explosion but rapidly expanding fire? Hey, could you do this shirtless? I really want to see what this will do to your ribs.
Jim is my other roommate. He's supposedly a medical student. When I asked what school, he said life. I've met him in too many back alleys to count, and at least once in a gorilla enclosure. He's the reason I haven't called the police on Jack. I've woken up in enough weird positions and clothes I don't remember wearing to not want the police investigating this place. I have no desire to be implicated in what's probably the biggest organ harvesting operation on this seaboard. You know what? This is too far. I've tolerated the smells, the midnight fire alarms, and the love gas. But this is too much. The entire apartment will go up. I'm going to see Control about this.
I have an experimental medicine for your anxiety. Just let me...
No! Control is the landlady around here. Her mother owns every apartment on the block. What I wouldn't give to look at her insurance premiums. I've never met her, but if Control is anything to go by, I would probably meet one of the most interesting women born in the 20th century. Or one of the most criminal. There's a fine line, but I don't know it. I also don't know why everyone calls her daughter Control. It's a pretty big mystery as to how Control lost her arm, too. If you look closely, which I haven't, you can see some really bad scars. The big rumor is that she's a mafia princess in hiding, but since Jack had accidentally huffed something with more consonants than a bar mitzvah when he told me, who knows? It is a cold day, but she's sunbathing. Why? There's no sun. Control.
What is it this time, Sean? Jim tried to graft another arm onto Jack again. I told him I'd beat him within an inch of his life if he gives him gangrene again. I can't be the one keep the two of them alive.
No, Jack is...
About to set something on fire again. Sean, Jack almost sets the apartment on fire every week at 6 p.m. Central. What's this really about?
She's just got this look she gives me. It gets me every time. Well,
Sean?
Control,
Sean, it's about a girl, isn't it?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Violet and I go to the same popular exercise as relevant now class. She tells me everything.
I didn't...
I keep my life secret. I want a cigarette, but I've quit. I'm not happy, Sean. You need to figure this out and get back to me. You're probably the only one in this place who can do this. Your personal drama is alleviating the pain of nicotine withdrawals. It literally keeps us alive. Figure it out. I'm going to work on this tan, I guess. At least the bikini is from brand name.
Yeah, huh. Alright. That was weird. Well, Violet isn't due up for a couple hours. I could do this. I could get things cleaned up in time and keep Jack alive and Jim from cooking up something weird. Violet is a healthy girl, healthy organs. At least I hope she has healthy organs. Wait, that's not right. Jim's gotten to me.
I just need to up the pressure.
Man, I wish I could sing a Queen song right now, but I bet that would set off the oxygen, wouldn't it?
Depends on how high those notes go.
Jack, it's Bowie and what's his name? Those notes go higher than your fireproof overalls.
What's funny, guys?
Nothing. We were just talking.
No, you quipped about my fireproof overalls. I didn't laugh.
I'm not going to laugh at my own jokes.
File that under fumes. Okay, look, I didn't want to bring you guys into this, but Violet is coming over.
Ooh!
Hey.
Ho ho!
We should pile socks onto his door.
I should put that stuff that the police use to find bloodstains all over his bedroom. Especially his bed.
This is going to be a crime scene if you don't pull it together. Now, I don't want to end this with the wrong sort of bang. Wait, no, I'm...
If it's motion in the ocean, I'm sure Jim and I can help out.
I know a little thing.
You two are impossible. Hold on, it's Violet.
Ooh!
Violet's sweet voice really calmed me down. I'd kill a whole pack of werewolves for her. I didn't really know why I specifically felt like that, werewolves and all, but it felt right. I won't tell you the conversation. That's private. People publicize too much love. Yeah, sorry it's not that funny. Sometimes things are serious, you know?
I could.
If this is another chemical thing, I'm not into it. It's too one note.
My dad hasn't shown up. I could text him or something and have him ruin the date.
Kind of kills it if we bring in a third party to ruin it.
Come on, third date, third wheel, it works. It's mathematical. Can't let the relationship get boring.
We are not hooking up Violet and Jeremiah just for a lame pun. You know what? It doesn't even count as a pun. It is a non-clever turn of phrase. I'm going to carve out that part of your brain with a spoon, and then I'm poisoning the writer's room coffee supply because I can't take this anymore.
Jack concernedly looks at his experiment. Can't take what?
I don't know. I lost it. Jack, burn this apartment to the ground.
No! Violet, something was going on. I couldn't remember the room I was just in. Couldn't remember the route I took the control. I ran out the door. Control was laying in the same white bikini. You know the look. It was a bikini and it was white. She was holding up one of those tanning mirrors, but it didn't focus anything except a shaft of sun like a spotlight onto her head. And yet she was somehow sunburnt. Control.
You figure it out yet?
I'm getting there, but I don't know. I don't know what it all means. Things are being only half referenced. I can't remember how I got here. I left the apartment and came up the stairs to the roof and...
Did you meet your neighbor, old Tom?
No, I haven't. Why would I meet old Tom here? He's back in his safe house, and... It all clicked so hard I nearly lost consciousness. Someone whammied us and we're trapped in a sitcom. Pilot for a bottom-tier Canadian one-episode spin-off by people who didn't care and would never be threatened or paid enough to care. We were in a show with a half-life measured in antidepressant commercials.
Sean, I can't hear your internal narration. I'm only half, I don't know, meta. I hate this existence, Sean. Someone is playing with my mind. I don't like that. I think it's the pool boy. He keeps winking at me. Kill him for me and I'll have your rent.
There isn't a... Right, I'll get right on it. You'll give me an alibi, right? Control waved her hand in a whatever motion. It dropped the tanning mirror on the side without an arm. Jack and Jim were bickering in the apartment. I knocked on old Tom's door. He wasn't home, which was ridiculous since the war vet didn't leave the building, ever. Wait, I kept getting sucked in. I had to keep my mind clear. I tried to push against the walls. They bowed in and out. They weren't plaster or stone, they were wood. Thin wood. Like balsa wood? I heard the laughter again, and Jack ran by, holding something smoking. There was a bang and billowing smoke. Jim followed him.
You're looking a little yellow. Jaundice. Jaundice is usually found in children, but if you've been hitting the sauce, I can see if Jack can spare a liver. He might not be using his anymore.
Can you feel the weirdness here?
Sean, I live a weird life already. I couldn't tell you if things are more or less weird. Jack is the same way. Weird is as weird does. Truth can't be found by liars. And if this ain't normal, I would hate to see what is real. Real Jim's life must suck.
No help there. I don't know what I expected. Maybe an answer, maybe him to reveal that he was a wizard or something. Maybe the reason I could resist it was because I had experience with other times and other dimensions. I don't know. I'm hearing something off where I can't see. Someone is asking after me. I'm staring at a wall. I'm hearing that ooh sound when something sexy happens or is implied.
Ooh!
I'm hearing the laughter again. I slam myself against the wall. I do it again and again. Can feel some sort of awareness come close to me. I am being noticed. I hear the murmur of Control's voice. The oohs rise to a higher pitch. The awareness left me. Was entirely focused on whatever was going on outside my sight. I couldn't see everything around me. I kick the wall. I have to escape. The wall cracked. I rip into it. I'm scratching myself, but I don't care. I have to be free. There's nothing behind the wood, but I have to see it, feel it. I fall into a void and land on solid blackness like concrete. I can see everyone inside the set. They're all stuck in strange poses. Control is doing something with Violet. I think they're comparing their bodies to each other. For who? Jack and Jim weren't looking, but the Violet wasn't Violet? I had never seen her before in my life. No, maybe in a toothpaste billboard? I don't know. I think Jack accidentally burned off her sweater. She didn't even have red hair. Violet was Irish, not African American. I'm losing my mind. Jack and Jim were both looking at me. Jack was bleeding out of his nose and shivering. Jim just waited. Control could also see me. If looks could kill, it was very clear that she was uncomfortable. I pulled myself together. I had to get us out of here. I ran around, circling the set, looking at it from behind walls. I found something in the end. It was a strange, squiggly thing made of flesh. It gasped and retched. It burped a noxious gas from holes even the Germans would censor. Its tendrils held a giant eye, which stared at my frozen friends and co-workers. I kicked it. It squealed, but no one else screamed. Oh, this might be uncomplicated. How nice. Look, I'm going to give you one chance. Free us or die. I'm not a man to be trifled with. I've killed worse than you could ever believe, and I'm going to kill still more after this little finale between us. The choice is yours. It made sounds, and I felt the fog come over my head. Well, it made its choice. It couldn't help that it was slower on the draw. I stomped it to death. At some point, the surroundings, the people, winked out of existence. I woke up in my own bed. A text from Control came in. Thank you. Jack said nothing. Jim sent a very long email complaining about the great ginger replacement in Hollywood, and I didn't respond. I burnt the dead thing under my bed. No one else reported one, so I guess it was just on me. I think I'll be, careful when I tell Violet what she was wearing. Only if she asks. How about that? Sean Russo, signing off. For now.